Hey, what's up and good morning everybody. Thanks for clicking on the video. This is David Pendleton. I'll be covering the Rookie Division Black Hole 9-hole cup. This is going to cover holes number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm really glad that you're here. Please subscribe. Everybody hit the thumbs up. And remember, if you're looking for text guides for the tournaments, you can check them out in the link to the description below over to Adam's channel. We do have them on sale this month for only $6. All right, I'm going to show you hole number 1. Now on hole number 1, I'm going to show you 2 different ways that you can approach it, okay? This first replay is from a tournament before when we played this particular course. It is the exact same wind angle that we are getting today. So this is going to be the safer option for most players. 10% elevation on the drive, and we are playing the bounce over shot here. I'm also going to show you a way that you can drive the green in this wind angle, so you can pick which way you want to go. It's completely up to you. My advice is, you're going to end up using a Kingmaker here, maybe even a Katana if you wanted to, or a Berserker depending on the approach, right? So this shot right here can be played Kingmaker, Katana. Next shot will be played with a Berserker or even a Titan. But, this tournament here has a little weird thing where they're letting 25% more people qualify. I like the next approach that I'm going to show you better, because even if you put the ball in the sand or the rough, you're still going to pick up, the birdie on the hole. So it's a low risk, high reward type of drive, in my opinion, for shot number 2. But here, we're just going with the rough bump. Most players in Rookie will be playing this particular rough bump with the runner. The reason that we go the runner here is because of the top spin, okay? Now, yes, if you have like a really great Hornet, something like that, you could use that club instead. But I've always been a fan of the runner on this particular hole. You get great top spin, and it's a pretty consistent eagle here with the rough bump. Now, we'll go here to the drive. In today's tournament, 0% at max, push to max. 6 top, 2 bars of side spin to the left. Okay, you see here, I'm just making sure that my second bounce is on that second fairway up there. Third bounce is going to be on the fairway before the green, and we roll out into the green. 0%, I do push it up to max, and then the way that I push this one up to max here is I just do it from the sideways angle. I'm only going down about 2 to 3 yards, so 2 yards right here, and then you see I just push it right back up. Pretty easy to do. I use just a little bit of overpower. We got one bounce here, second bounce there, third bounce rolls out, and you're on to the back of the green here for a putt. So be careful with your overpower now. You don't want to launch this thing, okay? And you can also see here that if you have a higher level extra mile, you don't need the extra top spin. All right, so we'll get rid of that one. That's done. We'll keep this one for future reference. This is going to be hole number 2. Hole number 2, we're going to play it with the rough bump and the quarterback. One thing about this particular shot, if you hit a great left, you will send a flyer. What does a flyer mean? That means you're going to miss the green, okay? And you're going to hit the fairway, and you're going to rock it right into the back part of the sand. That's what's going to happen with a great left more than likely, but this is definitely the most consistent way to pick up the eagle. 1 bar side spin to the right, 3.1 back. Really, really good hole-in-one opportunity here on this hole. So 3.1 back, 1 bar of side spin to the right. Hopefully I said that right the first time. I don't remember what I just said, but here you see we get the awesome zoom in, and we do sneak in for the hole-in-one. Let's take a look at the setup again. Make sure I said the spins right. It's early in the morning, so maybe I didn't talk right there, but here was the spins. 1 bar side spin to the right. Yeah, 3.1 back, 1 right. Look at the rough bump. Look at the landing position, okay? Notice here that even in the wind blowing to the left-hand side, I'm still offsetting right there. Get a great zoom in. I still am offsetting 2.3 mile per hour wind, obviously very low. Lucky to get that low of a wind angle, right, or that low of wind strength, I should say. Hopefully we get that in the next round. But that's hole number 2. Takes us here to hole number 3. I recommend everybody play hole 3 with the quarterback and your horizon for shot number 2. That's the way that I go about this particular hole. I think it gives us the best chance for success. Here you're going to notice 3 bars of side spin to the right, 1.5 bars of top spin, okay? Now notice here that I am also starting at the plus 10 yard mark, so I am taking 5 yards off of my drive, all right? I do that because we are pulling into headwind, so if I did have a higher wind, I would not be pulling into overpower. I always back off my yardage whenever I take my drives in headwind, because if you don't, when you go to adjust your rings for the wind strength, you're going to be pulling into overpower, and you're not going to have an accurate pull unless you're really, really skilled at that type of thing. So it's always easier to take off yardage, so that way when you do pull, you're not pulling into overpower. Here, we're going with enough top spin and side spin to the left just to kick us through this rough and get us onto the green. The thing that I don't want you to do is go nuts with this shot with the overpower and top spin combo, because if you do, you are going to be heading right to the back of the green and probably in that sand back there, okay? This tournament is typically very high scoring, right? There's a lot of opportunities for hole-in-ones and extra eagles on this particular course. This one right here, we normally just play for the eagle, and then we go to hole number 4, which gives us a great opportunity for that hole-in-one, and we do pick up the hole-in-one here. I picked it up in 3.8 mile per hour wind and 4.5. 4.5 is the max you can get, so this shot should be very consistent for you as long as you find the landing area. 2 bars of top spin here, I believe. Let's double check. Yeah, 2 top, 3 bars of side spin to the left. Okay, you see where my target's at right now? You don't want to play it down here to the left-hand side. So, some players mess up and they push their target up on the rough, and they end up playing it low on the rough. You don't want to do that. You want to play it here around inside these bushes, okay? So set your spin first and then find this landing spot. This is basically the same way that I played hole number 2 with the offset. Like I said, perfect ball got me in there 2 for 2, which was nice. And that's holes 1 through 4, everybody. If you're hitting perfect shots, this should get you off to a really good start in what should be a high-scoring tournament, and I'll continue to play the rest of the 5 holes. Thanks, everybody.